Extra doses of the flu vaccination are being made available to try to combat the number of people falling ill. WA has had a shocking start to the flu season. This time last week, 15 people had died from flu-related illnesses. That figure has now almost doubled, the number of deaths reaching 29 yesterday. At the same time last year, 4 people had died from influenza.
This flu season has been the worst flu season since we started keeping records 20 or so years ago, and the spike in flu presentations this early in the season has been unprecedented.
Here at the Perth Children's Hospital, we've had a 30% increase in ED presentations. Sick young kids having to come to this hospital because they are suffering from influenza. So we cannot overemphasise the importance for people to get themselves vaccinated.
More than 9,000 cases have been reported here so far this year. At least 1,000 of those people were hospitalised.
We are going to undertake an extensive program inside the Department of Health to make sure we get better vaccination rates of our public health workers, our frontline workers, to protect them but also to protect the patients that they care for. And I've arranged for the Chief Medical Officer to get extra doses of the vaccine to make sure that our public influenza program is going full bore.
We've got to think about patients, the vulnerable people that are in the hospitals, and we know that elderly people are very vulnerable to the flu. It kills 4,000 Australians every year, mostly in the elderly population.
Get a vaccination. Get your children vaccinated. If your children are sick, keep them home from school. If you're sick, do your best to stay away from work and away from other people.
The flu season began 2 months earlier this year.
The last 2 seasons, 2017 and 2018, have been relatively mild, but if we go back to 2016, we had 59 deaths. So, and the issue here is that there is also an underreporting of the deaths.
The advice to West Australians is to visit their local GP if they feel unwell. If symptoms worsen, sufferers are being told to go to the closest emergency department.